Welcome back, fighters and searchers of old secrets. Today, we're diving into the world of the Vikings, known for their strong warrior culture and their uncompromising and scary rituals. These rituals weren't just traditions, they were acts of dedication, offering, and sometimes pure violence. From rituals that respect the gods to those that send chills down the spine, these are the most ruthless Viking rituals. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating videos about history. Now, let's dive into the world of the Vikings. The Blood Eagle, perhaps the most famous and scary of all Viking rituals. The Blood Eagle wasn't just a killing, it was a strong statement of Viking power and their dedication to Odin, the god of war. Here's how it went. Finally, the victim's lungs would be taken out and draped over the wings, giving the scary appearance of an eagle in flight. The Blood Eagle was brutal, yes, but it was also deeply meaningful. This ritual was a declaration of the Vikings' bravery and dedication to their gods. To be subjected to the Blood Eagle was to suffer a death so gruesome it would never be forgotten. Next, let's talk about ship burials, a Viking funeral rite with a darker twist. For the Vikings, death wasn't the end. It was merely the beginning of a journey to Valhalla, and for their most respected fighters and leaders, this journey was made in a ship. Sometimes it was a real ship set ablaze and sent into the sea. Other times, it was a ship-shaped grave built on land. But here's the ruthless part. These burials sometimes included human offerings. Slaves, servants, and even family members were occasionally chosen to accompany their master in death, sent to the afterlife alongside him. They were given drinks laced with powerful substances or offered directly. Their bodies lay beside their masters as he embarked on his journey. The Vikings believed this offering would please the gods and ensure that the deceased would arrive in Valhalla, where they'd feast and fight for eternity. To modern minds, it sounds merciless, but to the Vikings, it was a holy respect, a path to eternal glory. Not all rituals in Viking culture were bloody, but they were certainly strong. Seer, also known as Norse magic, was a powerful ritual performed to influence destiny, control minds, and foresee the future. Central to Seer was the Volva, a woman deeply respected and equally feared. The Volva could talk with the spirit world, calling visions and channeling strange forces. To perform Seer, the Volva would enter a trance, often surrounded by chanting and offerings, and call upon the gods and spirits to reveal what was hidden. Some said she could even manipulate the minds of enemies. People from all ranks would seek the Volva's counsel, even Viking kings and leaders. Her abilities were seen as a gift from the gods. But make no mistake, her power wasn't to be taken lightly. Being close to the spirit world gave the Volva a dangerous edge, and for those who feared crossing her, her influence was both a gift and a curse. Viking life was deeply spiritual, with an unwavering dedication to the gods. To respect these deities, Vikings conducted Blót, a ritual offering that demanded the spilling of blood. These offerings were a common occurrence, carried out to secure the gods' favor before battles, voyages, and harvests. While animals like goats, pigs, and horses were the most frequent offerings, there are accounts suggesting that human offerings were also made during particularly dire times. Imagine a gathering of Vikings under the full moon, standing in silence as the chosen offering is led forward, their destiny sealed in dedication to the gods. The ritual would end with a grand feast, as the Vikings consumed the sacrificial offerings to share the gift of the gods. In Blót, life and death came together. Blood was the ultimate offering, a sign that the Vikings would give anything to protect their people and respect their gods. Finally, let's explore the Vikings' ultimate ritual, the pursuit of a great death. For a Viking, to die in battle wasn't a tragedy. It was the greatest triumph, a one-way ticket to Valhalla. Valhalla, Odin's grand hall, was where the bravest fighters would gather after death, spending eternity feasting and preparing for Ragnarok, the end of all things. Getting to Valhalla wasn't easy. A warrior had to meet death in the heat of battle, sword in hand, without fear. Some Vikings even performed rituals to ensure a proper warrior's death. Before battle, they would offer prayers and make offerings, preparing themselves spiritually for what lay ahead. The promise of Valhalla drove the Vikings to accept battle with ferocity, facing death with a bravery that terrified their enemies. This pursuit of an respectable death wasn't just a ritual, it was the foundation of Viking life, the heartbeat of their culture, a belief that they were chosen by the gods themselves. Vikings were not just brutal warriors, they were also skilled at using fear to their advantage. Before launching their raids, they often employed frightening tactics to instill fear in their enemies. For example, they would sometimes attack during religious festivals or other important events when their targets were least prepared. This surprise element created chaos and confusion. Additionally, the Vikings built a reputation for being ruthless raiders. Stories of their ferocity spread, causing panic in nearby villages. Many communities chose to surrender without a fight, believing it was better to give in than to face the wrath of the Vikings. By using fear and intimidation, the Vikings increased their chances of success, allowing them to plunder and conquer with less resistance. While Vikings are often remembered for their raids, they were also skilled traders and navigators. They established extensive trade routes that connected them to many different cultures, from the Byzantine Empire to the Middle East. Vikings traded goods such as furs, amber, and iron for silver, spices, and textiles. This trade led to cultural exchange, as Vikings not only brought goods back to their homeland but also ideas, art, and technology from other civilizations. For example, they adopted advanced shipbuilding techniques and navigation skills, which further enhanced their maritime capabilities. The Viking Age was not just a time of conflict. It was also a period of significant interaction and influence that helped shape the societies they encountered. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. We'd love to hear what you want to see next on our channel. Don't forget to subscribe to Golden History Nuggets for more fascinating content about history. See you in the next video.